Oh, we're moving fast today. Moving fast. Episode 31. Let's go. What's up, my people? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that wherever you are having a fantastic day. It is a great day. In fact, it's so great a day that we're going to talk about how to break bad habits. That's right, we need to talk about how to break bad habits, because if we are all honest with ourselves, we all have some pretty bad habits. In fact, we have a lot of habits that we wish we could get rid of. And that's what we're going to talk to. That's what we're going to talk about today. Before we jump into that, quick thing, make sure you like, subscribe, do all the algorithm things. Help this channel grow, please, because it makes the songbirds sing and it makes them happy. See, they agree. It's a great day, and we're going to talk about how to break bad habits. We're going to talk about how to break bad habits in less than 7 minutes, because I like the challenge of that. I think I was successful in the last video, and we're going to see how we do that. Now, speaking of the last video, I'm doing these videos in this order for a reason. I wanted to talk about how to make good habits, how to build positive habits, so that I could do this video and tell you that the sad reality is you cannot break bad habits. Can't do it. It's not possible to break a bad habit. And here's why. I really like the way Jordan Peterson talks about this in some of his older videos. Bad habits, and by bad habits, I don't just mean addictions, but that's part of it. I mean those things that we know we're doing that we shouldn't be doing, that we feel somewhat incapable of stopping. Those are bad habits. And the problem with bad habits is that oh, never mind, those are starlings. The problem with bad habits is that in our minds, they really have developed quite like persons or personalities. They are entities in our mind that are almost impossible to have gotten rid of. To get rid of. So you can't really break a bad habit. Now, that might sound depressing, and I would understand if we just stopped right there, but that's not the end of the story. See, the beauty of it is you can't break a bad habit, but you absolutely 100% can replace a bad habit. And that's why I did these videos in this order, because the only way to replace a bad habit is to build a positive habit, which means you need to go back to the previous video and learn how to build good habits. You see, bad habits are just the things that we do. Really, I believe they're the things that we do in order to cope with something that's going on. Our bad habits are ways of avoiding or numbing the negative experiences we are having around us or inside of us. That's all bad habits are. They're just the things that we do in order to prevent ourselves from dealing with the things we don't want to deal with. Those are bad habits. So you can't break them because they're there. They are ingrained, literally in ruts in our physical brain. Bad habits, addictions, things like that, they're in our brain in a way that you cannot wholesale remove or break, but you can replace. Think of it like bad habits are an old dirt road. We've walked down that old dirt road for a really, really long time. It is a well-trodden path. However, we can carve a new road. And as we walk on that new road, building new habits that are positive, that old dirt road starts to fade away, starts to get covered by grass. It's no longer well-trodden, and before you know, though the path may still be there, it's no longer a path we desire to walk on, because it's full of brambles and bushes and all kinds of things that have grown up while we were walking on this new path, this new habit that we built. I personally have had to overcome a lot of different bad habits. And some of them I'm still working on, and that's okay. I know this part of what I'm talking about to be true because I've done it many times. Had a lot of bad habits. At one point I was significantly overweight and had to lose a lot of weight and build new habits when it came to food and exercise and activity, reading, TV, cell phones. There's a lot of stuff that because of my childhood or because of my teenage years or the things I did to myself in college, there's a lot of bad habits that I had. And I will tell you with 100% certainty that you cannot break your bad habits. You cannot remove your bad habits from your brain. But you can. You absolutely can build new habits that will replace your bad habits. The one key ingredient though, like the one thing, if you'll do this one thing, you can absolutely be successful in your overcoming of bad habits and you're replacing them with good habits. And that's know your why. Simon Sinek talks about that for a lot of different things, and it applies to this. You have to know why you are getting rid of that bad habit. Is the bad habit going to affect your family? You got a gambling problem? That's a bad habit. Or you can call it worse than that. That's a great example. We're going to stop with that. Do you have a gambling problem? Is that going to impact your family? Yeah, it is, in a really bad way. And you probably need to get rid of that bad habit and replace it with a better, good habit. That would be just one example. But what are the bad habits you need to get rid of and why do you need to get rid of them? If you'll write that why down, I want to get rid of this bad habit. I want to get rid of my cell phone addiction because it's taking away time from the people I care about. That's a pretty good why. Write that down. Put it next to your habit tracker that we talked about in the last video, so that every time you are tracking your habits, you know exactly why you are getting rid of these bad habits that are making your life more difficult. It's not easy and it's not simple, but it can be done. And if you will put the work in, you can get rid of the bad habits and replace. You can sidestep those bad roads and walk on new roads that will bring you life and make your life better. That's all I got for you today. I hope this helps. Watch this video a handful of times because I know I'm talking really fast. Go back and watch the Building Good Habits video because that will, I promise, be the key to getting rid of the bad habits you want to get rid of. I hope that helps. I hope you have an awesome day. Like, subscribe, do all the things so that we can keep this channel growing. So thankful for you guys that tune in every week. I hope you have an awesome day. And until I see you next time, keep climbing.